No. I'm just looking at the video.
Minding my own purpose, minding my own purpose. I am minding, living life on purpose. Every day is worth it. Wake up, minding my own purpose. My legacy is on this. I stay focused on my own assignment. You got one, go find it. Mind your purpose.
Hi, and welcome to the Minding My Own Purpose live podcast with me, your host, Cherie Patrice. I am so excited for y'all to join us today. Come on. I'm very passionate about this, and I'm honored to extend a platform for creatives to share their hearts, their passions, and impart wisdom into others who are interested in pursuing a creative path as a profession. So if you missed episode 1, 2, or 3, you can catch us on my Cherie Patrice YouTube channel and on my website, www.cheriepatrice.com. You can click the podcast tab already. I'd love for you to take a quick moment and subscribe at my website. New ways for you to partner with me to improve the independent community. All right, so listen. I have an amazing guest. We are on episode 4. A segment featuring former and present background singers that have been the supporting vocalists for major recording artists in the music industry. For y'all on today. Y'all not ready? Well, I am. Today's guest is known as a leading force in the millennial indie soul industry. I personally call her my independent shero because baby walks to the mission first, second, and third of all. Check her out right here in this video.
Introduction. What did you say? I'm in Los Angeles.
Child, you don't know. Well, I know it's quarantine, but you be on the move, sister. Okay.
You know what, though? I have really been in quarantine since March 13th. Today, I went out to Leimert Park to watch the car processional for George Floyd and against against police violence.
Mm-hmm.
That was like my 4th time leaving the house in 2 months.
Wow.
4th time. I don't go anywhere.
Well, you're doing an excellent job, and good job on with everything going on, but also staying aware. And I don't want to use the term woke, but you're also very informative. If you've signed up to our website, I get your emails, honey.
Hey, appreciate that.
Man, now I get your not blogs, but what do they call it?
Like my newsletters.
Yes, and you were talking about the situation going on with Black Lives Matter and things like that.
Right.
Subscribe to her website so that y'all could get in on this too.
Please do.
Yes, ma'am. So I want everybody to take a woosah because I know we have our opinions and on that, and all of us have different roles and different passions in different areas. Like some people in the protesting, some people like the peace, you know. But I just want to take a break just for a minute and
Sure.
get in a space where it heals. You know, music heals. We all know that. So I just want to talk, you know, lighten it up a little bit and talk about your artistry, because you have been doing this independent game for 20 years. You have had an amazing career as a background vocalist. People like Kenny Lattimore and Whitney Houston and the late Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Sheila E., Chris Bodie. I mean,
Yeah.
you've worked with some amazing people. You've met and worked with some people. Quincy Jones, Anita Baker. You see, if y'all would sign up to the website, y'all would know that she got cool when she did her little birthday thing to Janet Jackson. Hello.
Right.
I didn't know to sign up. Y'all would know. SideSmith.com. Get your life. Honey, yes, right?
Yeah, it's true. I've had a really blessed career, and you know how it is, Cherie. We sort of wince when we hear years, like 20 years. You're like, oh my God, I feel so old. But you also, more than anything, I just feel so blessed to be able to say that I've been in the game for as long as I've been in it, you know, and still active, and still putting out work that I hope and think is relevant, you know.
Looking good in all of 20. Come on now.
Thank you. I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you. I'm still hearing that white noise.
Let me see.
Okay.
What's this?
That's so much better.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I got my little microphone right here.
Yeah.
It's going to get in the screen a little bit, but I need my
Okay.
to be able to hear me all right. How's that?
Yes, that's all right. That's all right. So much better.
Good. I'm going to move too. All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So I would love, when I said you met a few people, you met Quincy Jones. There's a clip of that, which is just a dream come true for a lot of us, or that has not come true. I have yet to meet him yet, but there's a clip of you with Anita Baker, and before that's played, I have to say this, that you truly walk to the beat of your own drum, and that's one of the main things I've always admired about you since I've met you, is that it's to the point that you are so confident and in your purpose that people with great names know who you are. So,
oh man, thank you.
What I'm talking about, clip of her at Anita Baker's concert. My favorite.
See you, baby. See you now. So many musicians in the house tonight. Size, darling. Beautiful young lady, beautiful vocalist. God bless you and your lovely. Come, you better stand up. So many amazing musicians here. God bless you.
And also you have Chris Bodie too. And I'm gonna get in on that. It's Chris Bodie, because these. Baby, tell me about it. Tell the people about it.
I mean, you know, it's one of those things, Cherie. A lot of times when we are, you know, supporting other artists, people don't necessarily see what we see in ourselves, but some people see it, you know. And I've been really lucky to have some artists who saw it, you know, who saw what I saw in myself, and they pushed me out there, you know, and gave me, you know, the platforms or the spaces to do that, you or to explore it and figure it out for myself, So I'm just really lucky. And Chris Bodie was one of those people. Like, he had never heard me sing. And I got that gig because my cousin Mark Whitfield was on the gig. And he was like, Chris, you should call my cousin to come sing with us. And Chris was like, your cousin? Like, what? But he trusted Mark that much, And so he gave me a call and was like, his tour manager gave me a call. Was like, would you like to come on the road with us? And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. And I thought, there would be an audition or something involved. There was no audition. There was no rehearsal. Like, I showed up at sound check and it was like, okay, let's do a verse of Good Morning Heartache. And I'm like, good morning, heartache, you old gloomy sight. Great. Okay, let's do a little bit of the look of love. And I was like, wait, really? Okay. The look of love is in your eyes. Great. Perfect. Okay, what else we got?
Just saying.
And he's like, what'll I do? Okay. What'll I do when you are far away and I'm so blue? What'll I do? And he was like, great. Okay, I'll see you at the show. And I was like, what? Is this what jazz guys do? I've been in pop R&B world and we rehearse 3 hours for 8 weeks before we go anywhere.
Yep. But have you had?
I've been in the wrong business.
Right. Everything out.
But it was really a wonderful, and I continue to tour with him. At least I hope when we resume, I'll be back out with him. But, it's just been one of those things that I've had some really wonderful artists who could see that thing in me, that other people may not have seen. And they pushed me out there. Michelle Ndegeocello, Sheila E., just, really, really fantastic people, Yeah.
Well, I know our paths crossed a lot when we were out there getting our lives, but she did not know that you majored in psychology and minored in music therapy.
Yes, ma'am. I went to Howard University, the Mecca.
Chop. now it's making sense, because there's Gordon. They always talk about, the whole crew, and y'all had this fam thing that I really didn't quite. I knew that, because I was part fam too, but
right
groups. So the way y'all would talk, y'all had an understanding. I could tell that was a history, but I didn't really know the depth of that, which is great. Shout out to Gordon.
Shout out to Gordon Campbell.
Yeah, Gordon Campbell. So your first, let's move a little bit into tell the people where you're from.
Raised. Yeah, easy breezy. I was born in New York City and I was raised in D.C. And the metropolitan area. Everybody knows it as the DMV now, but yeah, I was raised in D.C. in PG County, and I went to elementary and my schooling was in D.C. and then PG County, and then I went to Howard University, so I just went right back into D.C. and did my college years in the city, and but when you say where you're from, you also got to talk about where your people are from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, come on. Now.
So my mother is from Tennessee, and my father is from Queens, New York. So I think I got to give a shout out to my Tennessee folks and my New York folks. That's important.
Opie went to Queens too. She didn't hit going out. Okay, go ahead.
No, that's it. And I came to LA I came to LA like a couple of years after I finished. Not even a couple of years after I finished at Howard, like a year after I finished at Howard. So I've been in LA for a little over 20 years.
Now look, we went digging now. We found some pictures. You first.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
LA, your first headshot, boo. Yes.
Yes, that is my first headshot. Oh my gosh.
We have you with backgrounds with Kenny Lattimore, which was your first gig, and also my boss too. So we have
that's Charlene Carmen.
Yep.
And Nick Cooper. And Charlene also went to Howard. So HU.
And she's from the Chi.
She's from the Chi. So and Kenny Lattimore went to Howard too. HU.
Y'all had the whole little. I love it.
And then down below you got the Ally McBeal shot.
Yep.
The Jane Krakowski from 30 Rock. And Renee Goldsberry. So left to right is Vatrina King, Renee Goldsberry, and then myself with the two ponytails, and then Jane Krakowski. And Renee Goldsberry went on to win a Tony Award for a little show called Hamilton.
Yeah.
Shout out to Renee.
Talking about, yeah, she killed that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's cool.
So you've done so much, girl. I mean, I'm still just amazed. Seriously.
Thank you.
We have the TV series Dancing in September, and we were chatting about soul food. You just found something out. But right now we're gonna play her clip from Soul Out, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody should know that's how love goes. It's good for the soul. Ooh, no, I got a long way to go, but it won't stop the pain. No. That's the kind of thing that keeps me coming back again and again. Till I see your face, I won't be satisfied. No. And I won't stop. I won't quit until I'm yours and you are mine. And I live my life for nobody else but me. Trying to tell me what to do is really found to me. Whoa, and that's the way that love goes. That's the way it goes. It's really good for the soul. Everybody should know that's how love goes. It's good for the soul, so good.
Oh, that's how love goes. So I just found out how I knew that.
Yes, and tell the world, because I didn't know. I didn't know.
I the first soul food was Babyface in season 1, and then season 2 came out, and it was a whole different thing. I was like, oh.
Well, wait, no, because season 2 was Al Green by himself.
Okay, so I still did that one. I was singing background with him. On
that. Okay. Yeah, because what we did when I came on was we kept the Al Green vocal, and then I just did new vocals around his.
And she did a duet, baby. She nailed that. It was so beautiful.
That was fun. That was really fun. That was my first theme song. And as a singer, a lot of us when we're little, like a TV theme song, that's something we dream about. Right? So we did that, girl. We did that. Damn, high five.
Yeah. And we still with each other, right?
Okay.
When it took that well, we were going to just touch on that a little bit, how it's just important that we all keep good relationships and we support one another.
Yeah.
It's important. Yep. So,
absolutely.
And it was so much work then to go around. You know what I mean? So, and it's
absolutely. And
kudos, you did an amazing job.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. So much. American Idol too, like for years. I was because I would see you on some things, and I'd be like, "Well, where's Syed? Oh, she's gone. She went to go do a show in Japan somewhere." And I was like,
"No, you know what it was?
What?
I was doing Idol. This was under the tutelage and music direction of Ricky Minor, right? And then I got the Chris Bodie gig. So what was happening was I was working at Idol from Sunday through Wednesday. And then at Wednesday night, Ryan Seacrest would be like, the person going home tonight is, and I'd be like, me. And I would jet out and go to the airport and fly to whatever city Chris Bodie was in. And so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I would be wherever Chris Bodie was. And then Sunday morning, I would fly right back to LA and go straight from LAX to Capitol Records, where we recorded the songs for Idol, that would go onto iTunes. And I would usually end up going straight to the studio and recording, and then work, do the whole thing again. And I did that for like 2 or 3 seasons straight. And that kind of schedule. It was crazy. It was bananas. I don't even know why I did it, but I did it.
You were doing it. You were doing it for
Yeah,
sure.
you be having goals, like, and I think my goal at the time was to get enough money to save and buy a house, like that was the goal.
And you did.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that. That was like in 20. Well, one time you invited me over. You may not remember this, but you invited me over for lunch. And I was
I
like,
remember.
child, you made some chicken, some grilled chicken in the Georgia grill.
Yep. Yeah, that's when I was still eating chicken.
Yeah, and then I didn't even like vegetables at the time either. Girl, you hooked that thing up. I was like, oh, shit, just going on. I was trying to learn. I went and got me a grill.
You did?
I did, girl.
That's
I went and bought
hilarious.
a big one, right?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, you always kept it moving. That's exactly what I love about you. You've had some affiliation over the years. I mean, I just Eric Robeson, Foreign Exchange, Sheila E, Zoe, Mark.
Yeah, Eric went to Howard with me too. Yeah, so that's how I knew Eric. We were both we started the same year. And who did you name after that? The Foreign Exchange and Zoe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I met Nicolay from the Foreign Exchange at this thing called Beat Society, which was like an event that they would do where producers would come and make beats on stage and rappers would come and freestyle over, and it was really dope. And Ali Shahid Muhammad was the one who was like, you got to meet this guy from the Netherlands.
Okay.
And that was Nicolay. And then, so there wasn't even a group called the Foreign Exchange yet. There was just Nicolay. And I remember him sending me a beat, and it was a song that I ended up writing called Aquarius Rising. And that ended up on my cyberspace social project. And then the Foreign Exchange came out, and they just took over the whole world. They did so much good work, and continue to. Shout out to Nicolay and Fonte. And then I met Zoe through a guy in Chicago named Dwayne Powell. Do you know Dwayne Powell? They used to work at Dr. Wax Records in Hyde Park.
He had did he have a record shop?
He worked there. He worked at Dr. Wax. But Dwayne introduced me to Zoe and introduced me to his music first, and then I think he might have introduced us maybe around 2000, I don't know, 2007, something like that, maybe 2008. And then me and Zoe just clicked. And then it just so happened that he was touring with the Foreign Exchange, and I started touring with the Foreign Exchange. And man, that's like my brother, man. we do so many collaborations. We do so much music together. It's ridiculous. And I think we're gonna have an EP coming out later this summer.
That's gonna be hot.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you have Mark Whitfield, which we've covered, which is your cousin. So we got.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to meet him when you were here in 2018.
Yes, shout out to Mark Whitfield and his two sons, Mark, little Mark, and Davis, who are exceptional musicians. Davis plays keys and little Mark plays drums, and they are the bomb.
Yes,
it's just a bomb family.
Chris Dave, Drumheads, John Legend, the legendary Christmas album.
Yeah.
And backgrounds. Come on.
Yeah, the Chris Dave album was cool because I did some writing on that album, and then the album was nominated for a Grammy. So I guess tangentially, maybe I got a Grammy nod. I don't know. And the John Legend thing was super dope because Raphael Sadiq produced that, and yeah, and we came in there to do the session, and we did it old school, like Cherie, where the three of us, me, Levance, and Brianna, yeah, the three of us stood at the mic and sang backgrounds like old school style, But it was cool because I had some ideas, and John and Raphael were open to hearing them, And the next thing you know, like, oh, good, I got some vocal arrangement credit. That's awesome. Because, everybody isn't good for doing that. Sometimes you come in there with an idea and the producer will be like, great, blah, 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 thank you. And next thing you know, you don't get any credit.
Oh, shit.
So I thought it was,
I'm sorry.
okay. So I thought it was really, I know, right? So I thought it was really cool that, they not only heard my ideas, but they, gave me the credit. So that was dope. And that album was nominated. Huh? Oh.
There we are. Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, I was just saying that was cool because that album was also nominated for a Grammy. So yay.
All right, awesome. So we do have some collaborations. We copped a couple from my former boss, Mr. Rasan Patterson. You did a duet
Oh,
on
yes.
one of them nights.
Yeah.
No, life is for living. Gonna have it all. Gonna step out, check what's happening, and have myself a ball. I'm gonna step on out and get into a groove. Gonna bring out this fire, 'cause there's no time to lose. Heading for the city lights, dance away the blues. All night, going to each I know where the party people go. One of them nights you feel like getting down. Yeah. It's just one of them nights. One of them nights you feel like getting down. One of them nights you feel like getting down.
Who directed that side? That's so awesome.
My husband directed that video.
Ben!
Yeah, Sean Carter Peterson.
Sean!
It is. I got to give a shout out to Rasan because, you know, that's an old Billy Ocean song. And originally we had been talking about recording it for years. And Mark DeClive-Lowe did the track. And originally he did the track in the original Billy Ocean key, which was kind of low for me. So I had him redo the track in a higher key. And then I sent it to Rasan, and you know Rasan got that deep speaking voice, and he's like, I don't know, I think that's gonna be kind of low for me. I mean, kind of high for me. I don't know. Right? And then he got to the studio, and he's like, whoa, life, it's for living. I'm gonna have it all. I was like, Rasan, you ain't, boy. No, but we had a great time doing that. I had a great time recording that song and shooting that video. It was just a moment. It was a wonderful moment.
Awesome. So awesome. I saw Trina. So Trina was on here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I saw Cassandra.
Yes.
Layla. I don't have a lot with her, but, you know, we can only get a little bit. But you had the Jason Morales. He's going to be on next month.
Oh, cool.
So they got all the babies together.
Yes. Yes.
It's just good.
That's wonderful.
Again, community, just working together and still doing our thing, but still support one another, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
So
yep.
awesome.
Absolutely.
So we did share a little bit of B. Slade, your remix of Perspective in the very beginning of the video.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, and B. Slade produced that remix. So shout out.
It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, he was the one who jump started. You know, who jump started me doing a remix project because he called me up out of the blue and was just like, I really love what you're doing, and I love this song Perspective, and I want to do a remix to it. I was like, okay, and then I was like, I should just do a whole remix project, and that's how that came about. But shout out to B. Slade, he is a legend.
Yes.
Period. That's on period.
All day long. Period. So talented, he scares me. So many gifts and voices and just I mean every genre just slays it.
Yeah, he's a prolific artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to meeting him one day. So you albums on 8 albums, woman. Really?
No.
Yes.
No, really? No, because it's all, let me see.
9.
No.
We counted the baby. We got
you counted them?
Well, hold on. We're going to talk about the first one, which is Cycle Soul.
Okay, yeah.
Babe.
Yes. Okay, Cycle Soul. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Okay, Cycle Soul, Cyberspace Social, Conflict, and then I did a collection called Cyber Selects, and then Fast and Curious, and then Sometimes a Rose Will Grow in Concrete, and then Sometimes a Rose Will Get a Remix. So it's really 7, but there are some singles out there.
We gonna put
So
let's put these albums up. You think
so it does. So there's 7 albums and a couple of singles. So like I Want You for Myself. That's a single with Louis Benedetti. Do you remember that song? I want you for myself. George Duke. I don't want no one else. I do. Really? You gotta get into. I'm gonna send you the original because it's a bad song. It's Lynn Davis is singing the original and she's so bad. Yeah. And then so 7. I think I've only released 7 projects and a DVD. So 8. Yeah.
Like I said, 8 projects. You ain't gonna make me out of a lie. Oh, the matter.
Oh God. Oh, and I forgot my EP, One Like Me. You know what? You're right. It's 9. You're absolutely right. Y'all were right the first time.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Nobody deep sleeping over here.
Ain't nobody deep sleeping. Eee!
I'm gonna plug that one because that's the album that I sang on.
Yeah, you killed it. You killed that song. That's still everybody's favorite song from that album.
Low key, I think the backgrounds are super loud though. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Greg, I think so. But
Greg Curtis knew what he was doing.
Greg is the bomb. Hey Greg.
Shout out to Greg Curtis.
Greg Curtis Senior.
Yeah, I fought tooth and nail for that song. The label didn't even want me to record it.
Child.
They didn't know nothing from nothing. I fought tooth and nail for that song. And it ended up being everybody's favorite song.
So tell us, Sai, about your background as a background singer is basically what the segment is about. And also your independent artistry. But how did you separate background singing from the artistry? You were doing?
I don't know that I separated it so much. Like it's all artistry to me. So there wasn't a big separation. Like it got to the point where if someone brought me onto their tour to sing background, it was because of my artistry, Good. And so I would just bring that to the stage, especially after like my first couple of tours. But I think what it is to be a successful backup singer or supporting vocalist, you really have to be so in tune with what the artist is doing and trying to do. And you have to be so aware and ready to, perform on a dime, because anything can change in a moment. And you just gotta be able to be there, Yeah. So, which is kind of the same thing that we do as artists too, So I don't think there was ever a separation for me, especially the more that I did it, The more that I did it, the more that it was kind of one and the same,
Yeah, that is a very good point. I remember when I had taken some time off because, as you know, I have 6 children, and I came back and I jumped right in on a Rasan gig, and I was not ready. I was still back in like a couple of albums, not realizing that there were more. And so eventually I learned a really huge lesson that time. I think it's when I first met Tony Scruggs. She was ready. She was like, she knew all her parts and all that stuff. And I had literally been out of the industry for like 5 years. I think I moved to Chicago. So it just took me a while to readjust. It was the biggest shock. But Tony, Trina, Jason, instrumental, and just cuddling like, Cherie, come on, Trina was like, Cherie, we do this all the time. And I was like, but you're not realizing that I haven't. So when Rasan and I, we had to have an honest conversation, and it kind of woke me up like, whoa, It was really disappointed because he wanted what he had. And I didn't know how to explain that life was happening on a different level for me. And it was a real, we had a heart to heart, and he was like, come on. So the last performance, we did it. We got in there, and I was like, whoo, okay. I have to be present from now on. Like you said, get in their space. And if you know you're not doing that, then don't take the job. If you're not going to come 100 and I don't ever want anybody looking at me over their shoulder.
Right.
And I was like, well, what was that? I don't ever that had never happened to me before. So
Right.
background singers, know your stuff.
Yeah, know your stuff. I
Present
mean,
is there.
not only know your stuff, know everybody's stuff, because the thing I see about really, really great
Mhm.
supporting vocalists is that they know every part in the band. They be knowing every part better than the musicians, honestly,
Yeah.
to be really honest with you. And it's because we have to, because so many of our cues are taken from, that's the double hi-hat, that's when we do that, or that's that's when that kick, blah blah blah. It's so many of our cues are taken from the entire song and not only from the artist performing. So like you said, know your stuff. Absolutely. Know your stuff and be present, 100%.
And appreciate your gifting too. A lot of for myself and a few others, it just comes easy. And so that I didn't learn that there was true work involved until really recently, to be completely honest with you. It's hard. Just balance family, and it doesn't matter how large, even pets are family.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
They are work.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
just an adjustment of just the personal life and the balancing it all. You have to take that time, and it's hard.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
For you, that's why you inspire me all the time. You're always a go-to source, and I'm going, that girl. Woo!
Well, thank you. I think the same thing about you.
Woo, girl. Well, thank you. Thank you. So that is why I call you my independent shero. You do it.
Aww.
You do it.
No, I appreciate it. But we inspire each other, and I think it's good that you have this show, this platform to remind us about that. And I think it's so lovely that you have, the fam come in, and because I think us seeing each other and speaking with each other goes to remind us like how much we have inspired each other out here, and how much we've taken care of each other out here. I'm sorry. I can't. I hear coughing. Are you all right? Was that you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, like it just goes to.
We good.
But I think it's so great because I think it's a reminder that we all inspire each other, and it's a reminder that that we've been doing the work of community kind of living, to be honest. I can't count how many times somebody has called me for something and I've said, you know what, I might not be the girl for this job, but I know who is.
Oh yeah.
And given numbers out, and it's important. It's really important,
Now, how many times have I called you like, girl, what's that machine you got? Where you get that? What's that charge for this? And what's this? You're like, I'm in a session, but I'm gonna get back to you, and you do.
Thank you. I try.
You're the bomb. You're very supportive. You can see that she's rocking. She's even rocking my the hand warmers. She did a little modeling.
Oh yeah, I love those things.
Can you make me some royal blue hand warmers?
I love those things.
2018 for the Women's Jazz Association. So that's where I met Selena Albright, who is also going to do the show.
Good.
And who else? See, at the Muhammad Ali 60th.
Oh yes.
I had to pull some old school pictures.
Girl, I had completely. I mean, those pictures brought back so many memories. But what a legendary experience to be a part of that celebration.
Right.
Because I feel like that. Right? That might have been the last time Muhammad Ali was like out in public in a big way like that.
True.
That was amazing. Wow. Look at that.
Much fun. We were back. We need, child. I told you we needed some Angela Bassett dust on us.
Come on now.
And it's working. Hello, because
she got the magic.
Yeah. But Angela, definitely another hero. Have you?
Yes,
Angela Joy?
Have I what?
Have you seen Angela Joy? She's in the picture. I couldn't find her on Instagram.
Not in years. I have not seen her. I know that she she's married and got a family. I think that's the last time I've heard. But it's been years. It's been years. Yeah. And shout out to Selena Albright. She just had a baby. She and her husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Selena Albright is the daughter of Gerald Albright, saxophonist. And Glennis Albright, her mom, Glennis Albright, has a line of cooking products. Girl,
Come on
when
now.
I tell you them waffles are the best waffles ever.
I ain't answered yet, but that's Selena. She be posting that food on Instagram. Get me very upset. Hello.
I know. I love it. I love it.
I'm just saying.
I just love all the stuff that we're doing. I just love it all. It's such a our community is so multi-talented and multifaceted, and it's just a beautiful thing. So shout out to everybody.
Yeah. So what are some other things that you do? Because I found, I found some pictures, some more.
Lately, since we've been in quarantine, I've been gardening a lot more and trying to take care of our backyard. Yeah, and what else do? I write essays sometimes, and I do a lot of reading. I read a lot of science fiction. That's my thing.
Nice.
Science fiction, Afrofuturism.
Nice.
What else do I do? I ride bikes. I like to ride my bike around LA. Oh yeah, I do all kinds of
that. But ziplining though. Let's talk about it.
Well, this picture right here was it wasn't ziplining. I jumped off of a building in New Zealand. So it was a bungee jump off of a 690-foot tower.
All your parts are still together. Amen.
And that but I have gone ziplining before. And the other picture, my husband and I, he started that picture in the middle. We did a variety show live on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we've done 2 of them now. So that's been a lot of fun. He writes out these skits, and I act in them. I'm an actor. You knew that. But
and so is he.
Yeah, he's an actor, filmmaker.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, and I've done some voiceover work, some video games, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I do whatever I can do. Like if somebody says, "Hey, Sai, can you?" I usually say, "Yep," before they even finish.
That's awesome.
And then I'll figure it out.
Hey, that's how you do it. So Tell me, what's new? What could we expect from you now? Like, what do you have going on?
So we just released my latest video for the title track of my album, Sometimes a Rose Will Grow in Concrete. And the video it's beautiful. We filmed it in Tanzania when we went there last year. My husband directed it. And what's interesting about this video is I'm not in it that much. It's really not about me. It's about the beauty of Blackness and the beauty of Black people. Mm-hmm. And because that's what the song is about. And so the video really is just a focus on that and Black people all over, wherever we are. And so that video's out, and let's see what else I got new coming out. I'm working on a collaboration with my good friend Rachel Eckroth. She's a keyboard player.
Okay.
And so we have a song that I think we're releasing the song and the video in July. So next month, just in a few weeks, and I'm very excited about it because me and my husband shot me here at the house because we're in quarantine, right? So I did a bunch of stuff in front of a green screen, and then we sent that footage to Rachel's friend in Bogota, Colombia, and he's going to do a bunch of, effects. And I can't tell you what, but it's going to be so dope. If you go to my IG, you'll see a story, for the next 20 hours that I just put up that shows you a little bit of that. But I'm excited about that. And then probably later in the summer, like maybe August, will be when me and Zoe release our EP that I'm really excited about.
Yeah, so you done went back. This is great. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Those are the 3 things that are immediate. Yeah, and you can see me live. I think I'll be in this the virtual jazz festival, the Lamert Park Virtual Jazz Festival. It was supposed to be an actual jazz festival, but as with many things during the pandemic, it has been changed. Mm-hmm. So my performance on that will happen, I think, August 1st online, and if anybody is following me, I'll post it, I'll send a newsletter, all that good stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we have a snippet of sometimes a rose will grow in concrete.
You do.
Little girl, yeah.
Sometimes a rose will grow in concrete. Oh, yeah. Sometimes the caged bird will sing. Ooh. Sometimes a rose will grow in concrete. Yeah.
So beautiful.
Ooh, yeah.
Now look, can you tell me what the jump is? And then I saw that some of the guys were like jumping very high. What is?
Yeah.
Tell me
It's a
about.
warrior. Those are the Maasai people.
I love that.
Maasai. And the Maasai people are, indigenous to East Africa and the areas. They take up a big area of Tanzania and Kenya and probably a little bit of Ethiopia. They're all over. But that jump is the warrior jump when the guys do it, at least. And it's interesting because they don't really bend their legs and push. It's like they just spring up out of without pushing themselves up, and it's amazing to see.
Wow.
Girl, it's really amazing. And then when the women do it, I don't know what the significance is, but when I saw them do it, they were doing it as a welcoming dance, welcoming us to their village. When my husband and I visited their village in the Ngorongoro crater in Tanzania, like the northern region of Tanzania, and it was just a beautiful. And they welcomed me into their circle and encouraged me to do it. But I'm sure I was doing it wrong, or I was twerking up top. That's what I was doing. I was doing the Tanzania twerk.
You're going to start a Tanzania twerk revolution over here. Don't give me no ideas.
But, I have to say, it was such a beautiful and revealing trip. And if anybody gets the chance to visit Africa, I think Tanzania is one of those countries that gets overlooked because we just don't really hear about it a lot. Mm-hmm. But it's a really, really fantastic place to visit. And shout out to the people of Tanzania.
Beautiful.
Jumbo. Abarigani.
Make sure you all go to her YouTube, and I'm sure you can find the links on her website as well, that you can check out this video. It's beautiful. You see zebras and monkeys, just all kinds of things. I was like, y'all were that close. It's just breathtaking. But I had to I had to pull you in because you are just as beautiful. So,
thank you so much.
Interacting with the people and everything.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Miss Sai?
Oh, people are on here?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know.
Live and YouTube.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So we're going to go over there and see if anybody's there. I can't see.
That is amazing.
Where are the people's at?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the rose are going. I'm totally in the wrong key, but it's so.
That's okay, girl.
I've been singing your stuff.
Sing it. I love it. I heard you singing Perspective, and I loved it. I was like, she gonna out sing me on my song. I can't stand her. That's my singer petty. That's my singer petty today.
Child, first of all, do you even have a petty? Because you just move. That's what I love about you. You just move like you don't care. And
oh man,
you love everybody. You love. I know you're an Aquarius.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. I try. I think a big part about being an Aquarius is sometimes we're just like, how giraffes, I think giraffes are my spirit animal, first of all. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes giraffes are just walking around so high that all they see are the leaves and they don't really see everything else happening, below. I think that's sometimes how Aquariuses can be. Like, we're just up in the trees, up in the clouds, or, our heads are just way up there. We don't even, whatever's going on that might bother our bellies or, or our ankles or our feet, we're not even paying attention,
Well, I found some chat questions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Bring it back in. So, Sylvia Jones. Hey, Marita. Sylvia Jones wants to know, can you be a part of the Freedom remake? Is there a Freedom remake happening? The
You
Freedom.
doing a Freedom remake?
Is that what it
I
is?
remember that. We will not bow down to racism.
Isn't
We
that?
will not bow down to, yeah. I didn't know there was a Freedom remake. Shoot, they did it so well the first time. Shout out to Joy. Shout out to everybody. I didn't know there was a Freedom remake though.
Joy as in
Joy, Joy, Tennessee Slim Joy. Joy
oh,
from
I love Joy. Hi,
yeah.
Kitty Slim or Slim Kitty. That one.
Slim, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Joy.
Yep. 'Cause I feel like I want to say Joy like wrote Freedom,
Yeah,
'Cause I feel like it was originally on her project, and then they did the group version for
Oh, it was for the movie Panther, I think it was.
Right. But that's cool if they're doing a remake. Okay, I'm sorry. What's next?
That's okay. Sylvia said that nobody didn't remake Freedom yet. So get that started.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for that question.
Yeah. Let's see who else is there. Can we scroll up a little bit? Marita says you and Size Tones would really play nice together on a song. We did on her record.
We did. But we should do it again. So thank you for reminding us of that.
But Selena, when she came here in December, I opened up for her and her dad. And she says, girl, we need to do, me, you, and Cy need to do a song together.
Ooh, that would be dope.
We're going to do it.
Okay.
I just need her to have the baby first. I need her to go first, and then we talk about. She has a thing coming out too, but you have to wait your turn, Selena. This is not your show. It's not your show.
Okay.
What is your favorite album so far in your career? Cyberspace Social or Sometimes the Rose Will Grow in Concrete?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think Sometimes the Rose Will Grow in Concrete is going to be my answer there. And I'm going to say that because I wrote and produced the whole album myself, and it's the truest, it's the truest album I think I've ever made. It's the most honest, album I think I've ever made.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that question.
Yeah, that is awesome. How important is honesty to you in your writing?
It's really important, but and I think I'm not saying the other albums weren't honest, but I think that where I am in my maturity level right now has allowed me to be even more honest, in a way that I am really just speaking to things without caring what anybody thinks. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And able to approach topics from the point of view of a grown woman instead of a woman who's still seeking, people's approval,
True. What I've learned over time is truth hurts, but it also heals, and it also
absolutely
frees you. It frees you.
Yes, it's so liberating. It is so liberating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Sometimes the Rose Will Grow in Concrete, that album was very liberating for me.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Our Rose side.
Yeah.
You are.
Thank you for that question.
Is there any more questions for her? Let's see. Let's scroll.
My aunt used to say, "Any more questions while I'm hot?"
Why you hot, girl? Yeah. So, I want you all to be able to catch Cy on her website, www.cysmith.com.
Yes.
I've been there.
Yeah.
So I have my merch.
Yes. You can go to www.cysmith.com, and then you can click store, and you will go to my merch store, and there you can get all kinds of really cool stuff like, oh wait.
Show it. You don't have any more rose cups though.
I know. I sold out of the rose cups.
I'm mad.
Got the Cyberspace Social CD. I should get some more made.
Yes, you should.
I got my remix album here.
Yes.
Ow. I got this Sometimes the Rose Will Grow in Concrete. Ow.
See, let the baby see.
And then the vinyl.
Oh, my son.
Come on, vinyl. And wait, the vinyl opens up Old school, baby.
Old school. Yes.
Bam.
Yes.
Bam.
Okay, I'm happy.
Bam. Rose
Feel
fit.
idea inside.
Get into it.
My daughter's on here. Hey, Paris. She wants to know what is your personal favorite highlight of your career?
My personal favorite highlight of my career was probably back in 2015 when I did this tribute to Ella Fitzgerald and all the great women of jazz at Carnegie Hall with the New York Pops. That was the highlight of my career because, I mean, some of the charts that I was singing from were the original charts that Ella Fitzgerald sang. Like, they still had her name on them. Yeah. Because they came. I took pictures. Yeah, because they all came from the Carnegie Hall Library, so it was right, so the music, came right from. So when I was running over, let's see, what was one of the songs? I can't even think off the top of my head. I'll think of one, but that was definitely the highlight of my career. Oh my God, I had the best time. Oh, it was amazing with the New York Pops Orchestra.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And you will put on the gown, honey. Do not play with the fashion.
I had 3 or 4 gowns. I had 3 or 4 gowns for that one. Sure did.
I love it. Even though you have like remnants of like your aura is Diana, but it's still Psy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Your inspiration. And
thank you.
What I remember as a child still relevant today that I see living and breathing in someone else. So,
oh man, thank you.
So special. You're just a special, unique, talented, purposed individual.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to stay in it, trying to stay in that purpose.
You're doing
it. Thank you.
In your own purpose, for real.
Oh, thank you, Paris, for that question.
Yay. I love you, Paris. So, y'all, our segment has come to an end. Y'all have been amazing and wonderful. Please make sure that you follow Psy on all social media platforms under Psy Smith or Cyberspace. You can also download all of her music on all social media platforms. But you're really blessed if you go on to her website and get her merch. Order you a couple of copies, collection items. And also, if you just want to be a blessing to Psy and sow into her career, her Cash App is available there. I think it's going to put it up on the screen. Y'all make sure y'all tip her a little bit, show us some quarantine love for her appearance, because she could have totally been doing something else, and I'm so grateful and honored that you wanted to spend time with me today. And last but not least, please follow me on social media, on all social media platforms under Cherie Patrice, and go to my website, www.cheriepatrice.com. And there you can subscribe and stay in touch with me. And also, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe as well. We're trying to build the platform there so we can better serve you all as our valuable audience. With that said, go mind your own purpose.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yay.